expressed, the Mumbai police has done a disastrous investigation so far. It has tried to make this look like a reverse engineering of a suicide situation. And I can tell you today, it's very easy for the Mumbai police to put a stamp on the suicide theory. If you want to know, then please hear from Jia's mother and a father. And with me on the debate today, viewers, are Rabia Khan and Tipu, parents of Jia Khan. And now, in the case of Jia, for those who may not be aware of the details, viewers, June 2013, Jia Khan, upcoming actress, was found hanging for 7 years. 7 years Rabia has been fighting for justice. It's a really lonely battle, let me tell you. And it's really difficult to fight the system here in Mumbai when the whole system is against you. I just want both of you to share what happened in your case. Because from the evidence at hand, even I don't believe, many of our viewers even today don't believe that Jia killed herself. Would you like to share something, please?
Yes. I have been fighting for 7.5 years, and we have given every evidence. We did more homework for police and CBI than they have done. And that has actually shocked them, because we have given every evidence, every forensic evidences, which clearly says that these injury marks are not consistent with the ligature. Even the post-mortem report does indicate all these injuries and the measurements of the ligature and everything. So my thing is to CBI, then reconstruct it. Reconstruct and see whether these injuries and these kind of measurements can come with this kind of ligature that was around Jia. Even in the High Court, the police was saying that it was a rope. And my counselor said, no, I'm sorry, Your Lord, it was a muslin dupatta. So, they go to that extent of distorting the facts and evidence. My husband will tell you more about the forensic discrepancies that they have done, including with the JJ Hospital forensic doctor. They were looking for tailor-made reports, and they tried to get tailor-made reports. When the PGI forensic expert said that you show us the ligature, you show us the evidence and the crime scene pictures, we will conclude our report. They went to that extent that they put charge sheet and put in conclusive report and said it's a case of suicide. Tipu, you tell them about histopathology.
Yes, please.
Yeah, Arnav, you said it correctly earlier. You said this looks like a reverse-engineered suicide story. And it looks like a déjà vu from what's happening in Jia's case. It seems to be exactly the same pattern now in Sushant's case. And what happened in Jia's case, as we all know, the police had labeled the case a suicide from early on without any investigation. Even their own post-mortem doctors who had done the post-mortem and said all the injuries on Jia were ante-mortem. Yeah. In the police statement, the post-mortem doctor said that some of the injuries could be due to a blunt object with round margins. Now, how do you explain an injury from a blunt object with a soft dupatta? Well, of course, the police never bothered to find out what that blunt object could be. And up until now, in 7 years, no one has ever come up with a plausible and credible explanation for those injuries. And they said even the abrasions on Jia's neck would be caused by a hard object. So all of this is not explainable with a soft dupatta. Nevertheless, they called it a suicide. And then when CBI got involved, same story. CBI started out their investigation in September 2014. It took them until April 15, so 7 months, to even start doing some forensic investigation. The mandate the High Court had given to CBI was very precise. They said, find out whether this was a homicidal or suicidal case. And logically, what you first do is find out what the forensics are, and you treat the case as a homicide unless proven otherwise. If you can rule out homicide beyond every reasonable doubt, then the only remaining possibility by process of elimination could be a suicide. But again, it seems like they reverse-engineered a suicide story. and it's the evidence or so-called evidence fits their story. Just a few.
Well, Tipu and Rabia, as I'm listening to you, every single point that you are making here today could be transposed on the Sushant Singh Rajput case.
Yes.
You know, I have this feeling, Rabia and Tipu, that's the sense I get. And I want to just ask and Shekhar Suman is with us, or everyone listening to you keenly. Mr. Jain, you've been former Additional Director General of Police of the state of Maharashtra. You know, how is it possible that a person is killed and then you reverse engineer a story? Question one. Question two, there were injuries here too. Were they ante-mortem or post-mortem? Question number three, the ligature mark around the neck in Sushant's case also does not match. It's O-shaped. It's not of hanging, right? So strangulation raises presumption of homicide. You can't strangulate yourself. You can hang yourself, but you can't strangulate yourself, right? These are serious questions.
There are 2-3 things, Arnab, I would like to specify.
Yeah, and also, in this case, she was hit with a blunt object, right? As far as, and please do not say Jia's case is different from this. You are readily buying one version and you're fighting to keep your version.
No,
Isn't that the case? Let's have them on both sides. Rabia, the similarity I find here is in the Jia case, and I would like Rabia on air with the former cop. In Jia's case also, you decide what happened to Jia and then you reverse engineer the whole thing. In Jia's case, they hired a private forensic expert who said that the hanging was staged. Who is going to hire a private forensic expert in this case? Mr. Jain?
Asking me or you asking?
I'm asking you.
See,
I'm asking. I'm not asking you. The whole country is asking you.
See, my only submission in the entire thing is that in the case of Zia Khan, there was a post-mortem report which said there are blunt injury marks on her body, which have been caused by a blunt object. So that means the post-mortem report has not told any lies. It was for the investigating officer to find out as to how these injuries were caused and then construct the entire story about the accused and all. If it was not done, it is a gross mistake on the part of the investigating officer.
No, that's all you have to say. No, 1 minute. Just hold on. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. I want to absorb the moment. I want to absorb the moment. I want to absorb the moment. My viewers want to absorb the moment that there are parents of one of the brightest actors, a remarkable talent who at a very young age made a mark starring opposite the biggest stars and was seen to be a sensational talent. She's obviously been killed. She was hit with a blunt object. And today you come on air and you tell me that if we still call it suicide, if it was not done, we are sorry, let's move on with it. That's what they will say, Shekhar. That's what they will say in the case of Sushant 5 years from now. We are sorry, but let's get on with it.
If somebody has done a wrong, if somebody has not done his job properly,
not done their job properly. That's all you'd say.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Not done their job properly. There's no justice. Swapnil, you heard that.
Investigation.
You heard that, Swapnil.
Investigating officer.
Bizarre.
Investigation is
Shekhar. That's what the police says later.
Statement that you need to make, Mr. Jain. You can't make such kind of statements. This is sorry, Mr. Jain. You cannot make this statement. You cannot make this statement, Mr. Jain. You cannot make this statement. It is very, very casual statement to make. That sorry, we made a mistake.
If
it is a question of homicide, then you better need to.
Somebody. Listen to me. If an investigation has not been carried out properly,
that's fine, but you can't.
I want you to be sensitive. Jia's parents in the middle. 1 minute. I just want to say one thing. I want to say one thing. Mr. Jain, now we are going to go deep. No, Mr. Jain, we are going to go deep. I regret. We must, viewers, I make a request to you. Please put the pressure. The Mumbai police wants to do a cover up here. And I want to tell you also, I don't trust the Mumbai police one bit. I don't trust the Mumbai police one bit. I'll tell you why. Because the top officers of the Mumbai police are constantly partying with the same